Hey ladies. So I want to do a little chit chat. I want to chit chat with you ladies and just do my makeup because I'm getting ready to go out. Plus I want to take a couple pictures. I want to do some content, all that good jazz. So I was like, you know what, let's talk to the ladies. I'll leave everything that I'm using down below. I just want to do my makeup and I just want to talk and run my mouth, and I want to get you guys opinions on things. And you know, just let me know that you vibing with me. Leave me a rose in the comments. Just leave a rose. You ain't gotta say much. If you want to, you can. And also, if you're not subscribed, because a lot of you are not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. It's free. We hang out over here. That's what we do. We have a good time. So after we done did all of that, if you are new here, you know, let me get that out. My name is Kelly. Let me introduce myself to you because, you know, got some new faces over here and I thank you guys and I appreciate it. I got my little bookshelf behind me. I've been trying to straighten it up a little bit. We're gonna do books behind me. I got my makeup going on over here. And I was like, the only reason why I want to put my makeup over here is because any event that I have to do a webinar or some type of Teams or something like that, I got some books behind me versus it being a bunch of makeup. Because it's some good lighting right here. So let's get into it. Y'all, can you believe where we are at the moment? We are almost in a new year. We're getting ready for Thanksgiving. I know I am. I'm sure you are. What is a dish that you just have to have on the menu? Like, it's like non-negotiable. So in my household, non-negotiable is candied yams and macaroni and cheese. Non-negotiable. That has to be there. Because you know what? We eat that on a reg anyway. We eat that on the reg. Let me do my brows first. I'm getting ready to get all into this. But yeah, so we're excited. I already went and did the grocery shop on the things that I'll be cooking, so I have those items already. In addition to that, only thing I do have to do is go get like some alcohol beverages and stuff like that. I got the juice, but I just don't have the alcohol beverages, so I have to work on that. But I'm not the one doing the drinks this year, so my daughter's on drinks. She's making little cocktails. We're gonna have like a drink of the night, if you will. So I think we're doing apple, what are we doing? Apple pie martini, something like that. I don't know. And then we got one for Christmas. So because you know, those are not drinks we gonna drink all night, because you start drinking that sweet stuff all night, you be sick in the morning, you have a headache, and I know I can't do that. So I have to chill out. I really do. I can only drink, you know, what I can, because I'm really finding out, like, as I'm getting older, I can't take alcohol like I used to. You know, you guys know I mentioned to you before about the wine. Y'all, I'm showing out doing my brows and talking at the same time. See, I'm not looking at the camera. I'm just focusing and I'm just, you know, talking. So, like I mentioned to you guys before, in regards to like me drinking wine, sometimes like it swells me up, or you know, I guess, I don't know, it does something weird. So I kind of limit how much I consume of wine, and wine tastes so good to me, you know. And even when it comes to like alcohol, my choice of drink is tequila, but I'm very mindful of how I consume that, because I tell you, as I'm getting older, my body cannot take it. Not that I'm getting intoxicated, not like that. My body be like, hold on. I feel like I'm just getting, like I'm retaining water or something like that. So I have to be very mindful of how much I consume and things like that. But yeah, as we're moving into a new year and things like that, and even like now, I don't have to wait for a new year to kind of like, you know, set some goals and set some realistic goals, if you will. You know, because sometimes we can go out and be, well, I won't say go out, but we can put out there, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to lose this much weight, I want to do that, and at the end of the day, we're so focused on the goal and we're not focused on what it takes to get to the goal. Sometimes you got to create like some real like healthy habits and stuff like that before you can even get to the goal, if that makes any sense. And this is what I was starting to read in that Atomic Habits. I need to finish that book, and I gotta stop. I have to stop starting a book and then not finishing the book, because I'll start reading 2-3 books at one time, because it all depends on what my mood is. Like, you know, I want a fiction and I want a non-fiction, you know, so I have to stop that crap. But I want to get into creating some really, really healthy habits. Let's talk about that for a minute. You know, like I mentioned, sometimes we so busy looking at the end goal, we're not even paying attention to what it takes to get to that goal. You know, I'm gonna use the weight loss one as an example, because everybody wants to, you know, shed a few pounds, get a little healthier and things like that. We gotta stop eating the way we eat. Let me tell you what I was doing. And last night I said, you know what, Kelly, stop downloading and following these type of accounts. Now, I love some good comforting food. I'm not gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie. But as I'm getting older, I'm coming to realize, you know, when you're young, you do it all. You do it all, because I know I did it. As you're getting older, your body can't take all that stuff, like in regards to like certain foods, like eating all this butter, eating all these carbs, eating all this stuff. When I eat too much, like say Thanksgiving's gonna tear me to pieces, but I gotta indulge, and then I'm gonna do it again on Christmas, and I gotta in between I have to do right, if that makes any sense. Because you know, you cooking these meals, you're using a lot of butter, you may use a little olive oil here and there, but you cooking to make it taste good, and it ain't quite healthy, if that makes any sense. So I need to really be mindful. I'm all over the place, y'all. So I'm doing these brows and I'm not talking how I really want to talk to y'all, because I'm getting nervous, I'm gonna mess up. But where I'm trying to go with this is, I need to really cut out on cooking the way I cook, because you guys know I do cook for my mom, so she can't have all of that, but she likes that stuff. Again, you know, think about going back to generations. You know, you may cook all the good food, we know how to cook the good food, but we'll sit back and say, oh, it's cheaper to eat like this. But no, in all reality, you can really get some really affordable produce and things like that, and good lean meat without breaking the bank. Now, yeah, it's cheaper to go to a meat market. Oh my God, I done put the wrong thing on the wrong side. To go to a meat market and get the meat and get you a meal plan and you get all this meat. But sometimes having all that meat is just not good for you. I'm gonna be honest. I remember when I did, and it's still on my channel, I did a vegan 21-day plant-based, and I can see the difference, because I was younger too. You know, this we talking about probably 6-7 years ago. I was younger, so of course, you know, I was looking different. But I really want to just create some realistic goals that's going to help me have a healthier life, because sometimes we ignore our body, and we'll sit back, oh, we all right, we good, we all right, we good. Prime example, we know when eyesight and stuff starts going down on us, especially as you're getting older. People don't want to age, people don't want to look old, people don't want to, different things. But if you age nicely and gracefully, it's okay, you know what I mean? I don't mind getting old. We and my youngsters talking about that last night. I don't mind aging, because if you aging nice, you aging appropriately, you know, it's all good. Shoot, half the time, you know, people be looking at all these younger girls. At one point, we were all younger as well. So, you know, during our era, it looked different to be younger. we did look more youthful. I feel like these young ladies coming up now, they don't have a youthful look. They have a mature look. And I would say my era, it was more youthful. Guys, because we didn't wear all that makeup. I don't know. Because I mean, I wear makeup now. I wore makeup. I started wearing makeup to what? My 30s? Yeah. Because in my 20s, I wore makeup, but I didn't know how to really put it on. So I might have wore some eyeliner, lipstick, lip liner. I didn't play around with the mascara. I did the lip liner. It just was different. People wearing full faces now. You know what I mean? And I feel, this is my opinion. My opinion, my opinion. Don't beat me up. But let me go back into what I really want to talk about, which was just creating some really, really realistic goals. You know, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I want to lose 10 pounds. I want to lose 5 pounds. How about 3 days out the week, I'm cooking a healthy meal? I know sometimes it is hard to, you know, kind of make a meal because you know, the hustle and bustle, you tired. But sometimes we have to kind of push through and make that healthy meal, if that makes any sense. So when I say creating some really, really healthy, realistic goals, just making them achievable. Because sometimes we can make a goal for ourselves and we can't even write it out, let alone achieve it. Listen, I want to achieve my goals, because when you achieve your goals and you see it, that makes you happy, and that makes you feel like, okay, well, I can do more, and you want to do more, and you want to do right by yourself. So I have some goals that I'm not gonna, you know, share right now. I'm gonna wait until later on that I'm gonna share with you guys, because I'm gonna do a vision board, and I'm trying to figure out, well, I'm gonna keep my same vision, but I think I mentioned that in the previous. I'm gonna keep my same vision, but I'm just gonna tweak some things. I think I'm gonna take out 1 picture and add 2 more pictures in that spot, because everything that's on here, I need to really dive into it. And some things have came, you know. I said I wanted to I'm sitting here looking at it right now. I wanted to work from home, and again, that's something out of my control, but you know, for my employer, you know, and it came too. You know, I had to position myself and present that so I could, you know, and I still had to wait on to get approval, of course, you know, but I still had to put some things in place and present myself to show that, hey, I can do this from my home. And it was like, okay, well, let's see. And it came to, a lot of times we sit back and we think that if we just put something somewhere, write it down and let it sit there, it's gonna come to. You have to put some work into it. You have to. You have to. You know, things just don't come like that. They just don't. I gotta tell you what foundation I'm wearing, because this is looking real good right now. I'm wearing the Sephora Best Skin Ever, and my shade is in 57Y for yellow. I just love this. Oh my God. I'm starting to wear more of my makeup. I'm really, you know, starting to rotate it. Like I had my Dior, now I'm doing this. The Dior ain't going nowhere. That's always gonna be in rotation. So once I get like a good week out of this one, I'm gonna bring my Makeup Forever down, put this one back up, because I have a lot of foundation and I don't want it to get old on me. I really don't. So yeah, I just want to make some good realistic goals for myself in regards to my health. I want to eat a little bit better. I want to really cut out, like I think I told you guys before, I love sandwiches. Oh God, I love a good sandwich. And that's processed meat, you know what I mean? And some people may want to eat that on a salad and stuff like that. I really have to cut back on sandwiches because it's processed meat, and I can tell that it's taking a toll on my body. I can feel it. In addition to that, it's just like, you know, just the way you cook, like you gotta be mindful. Like, I fried chicken last week. Like, why did I do that? Why did I do that? It was so good. And it's just like, I gotta, not saying I can't have it, but I just have to do better. So a goal that I want to set for myself is doing more healthy things, you know, eating more healthy meals and presenting that in my household, because I am the one that do most of the cooking. So I need to do that, not just for myself, but for my family, you know what I mean? And because there's ways that you can make meals that may not be appealing to everyone a little bit more healthy. And I gotta cut back on the carbs. The bread, oh my God. I love peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I can knock 2 of those out and then go back like 2 hours later or an hour later and knock out 2 more. I can go through a loaf of bread by myself in like 3 days. And that's not good. That's not good at all. I'm telling y'all my business right now. It's not good. So I really need to be mindful. Now, is my metabolism, you know, a little fast? Yeah. Do I see it getting slower? Yeah, I do. But it's still not good. It's not good. It's not good at all. And even though you may sit and I may eat a lot of vegetables, right? But then I'm cooking, I'm putting butter in the vegetables. I'm seasoning them suckers down, got a piece of meat in them, you know, smoked meat or whatever the case may be. You know, you may put some smoked turkey. Oh, turkey's better than eating pork. You know, that's, the jury's out on that one, because pork is easy to digest versus all the other meats aren't, you know. But that's neither here nor there. I just want to create some really, really healthy habits, and I want to set some realistic goals for myself. When it comes to my work, I got that down pat. When it comes to my personal, I got it down pat. Like when I knew I wanted to get a house, I got it together. When I knew I wanted to get another car, I got it together. You know what I mean? The things that I wanted to do, I did. I wanted to, you know, other things that I have not even mentioned to you guys, I got it together. I was looking around looking for my setting powder, and meanwhile it was right here. So I just want to I'm just repeating myself. I want to just set some realistic, and let me know down below if, you know, you're kind of on the same wavelength. You want to set some, you know, some new goals for yourself. Because things that we all want to accomplish, and sometimes we be waiting for that right moment. We be like, oh, I want to wait until I got this together, you know, because if I don't got this together, then I can't do that. And in all reality, there's never no perfect time. It's like, go ahead and just do the darn thing. Do whatever you want to do. Do it. And I know I'm guilty of that. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm guilty of always wanting to wait for the right moment to do something, or have these ducks in a row to do something. Like, I knew for a fact when my car had conked out on me, and you know, I showed you guys that vlog, and I knew I was not getting another car, because I had a car already. I wasn't getting another car until I got my house. Now, some people would have went and ran and got a car. One thing, it doesn't look good, and I'm going into the finances right now because my finance brain is ready to kick in. I know some people do get cars before they get a home and things like that, but it doesn't look good if you just got a brand new car and you're trying to get a mortgage, because it's like, that's a debt, you know what I mean? But if your car is like almost paid off and you're trying to get a house, it looks different, you know what I mean? It looks really different. But I didn't have any car notes. Cars paid for. And that's why I did not want to get another car. So yeah, well, back to me talking about some freaking goals. I do have some goals for my channel. I do have some goals for my brand, and I don't want to share those right now, but I had to realize what I was doing. I was going hard on myself. And I said, Kelly, make this process easy. Make it easy. You don't have to be so hard on yourself. And I know I was doing that because, again, I'm not a part of the new YouTube. I'm from the old YouTube. And sometimes being from a certain time, I'm telling on myself, you don't want to change. And you know, it's so funny because sometimes I'll be telling my mom, like, oh, you gotta change, gotta be with time. And meanwhile, here I am, not wanting to change. So I had a book. I don't have it in front of me, but I had a book with so many different video ideas, so many different things, just so many different things. And I had to sit back, and what I did was I tore up all those books Friday night. And I said, Kelly, just do what you want to do. But in conjunction, just know who you're talking to. Just know who you're talking to. You know, you don't have to be everyone's cup of tea, and that's okay. And at this point, we just going with whatever the flow is. We're gonna keep it current for sure. But so in saying all of that, I ripped up the books, and I just want to do things that make me happy in addition to make you happy, if that makes any sense. I just want to be as real as possible, you know, and I'm already real, you guys, but I want to keep my topics very, very relevant to what a woman of my age is going through, dealing with, and you know, all that good stuff. Because I'm gonna break it down like this. My morning routine ain't a morning routine of a 20-year-old, 25-year-old, a 30-year-old, you know, with no kids, or even with somebody that got kids, may have a young child. It's different. My reset is totally different. You know what I mean? Everything is different because we all do these things, you know? It's not like what people are doing or anything different from what we do in our normal life. I'm just gonna do what I do from a woman's perspective that is within my age group. You know what I mean? Does it make any sense? Does it make any sense? So let's get into these eyes. I done bronze, contoured, and did all my other stuff. Let me spray my face because I don't want to be looking too powdery. I'm gonna put a little light makeup on, just a little bit. My Juavis Place. How are you guys dealing with the whole daylight savings? Oh, it's a bit much for me. It's a bit much. This palette is so pretty. I'm not a shimmer girl by any means, but these 3 shades is my jam. I like those. This is a nice eye. Now, don't get me wrong. I only bought this because it's Juavis Place and I wanted to support. But I'm not a shimmer girl. I am not a shimmer girl. I try every now and then. It looks nice, you know. But give me some matte and I'm all in. Like, I'm all in. Different variations of brown. Oh my God, I'm all in. I am all in. So, let's get to the juicy part. Guys, I have been dating privately in a full-blown relationship for 1.5 years. Going on 2 years. Is that crazy or what? Let me tell you something. I've learned so much in my 20s, in my 30s, and in my 40s. I've learned so much. And I've learned from myself, from me thinking that I know everything. And people be like, oh, you're supposed to know where you going and what's going on and understand this. No, because we're human. And we all make mistakes. But I tell you, I have, oh, do I want to do this? I guess so, I'm doing it. I've learned so much. You don't need to boast your relationship to be valid or to, you know, validate it, if you will. You know, I don't need that. I don't. And somebody has said to me in my personal life, girl, you know how things are now, this social media, you better post who you dating so you can see if somebody know him and if he cheating on you and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, look, I am not doing that. Okay? Will I post him eventually? Possibly. Possibly. But I've learned. I've really, and you know, sometimes when you're just in so much bliss and you're happy in a situation, you want to shout it from the rooftops. You want to let everybody know that you're in a relationship and all this other good stuff. But in all reality, you don't gotta do that. Sometimes keeping something that's real close to you sacred, you know, and in due time, when it's meant, it'll come on out. You know what I mean? It will come on out. And I don't mean like anything bad. I mean like, you know, when you want to be super public and stuff like that. But dating in private is nice. I wish. And in previous relationships, I am happy that I did not date in private, because you know, you after a while, you gotta pay attention. And I'm gonna be honest, it was times where I wasn't paying attention. You know, you're just so caught up in the caught up, you're not paying attention. But when you just pay attention, you know who's down for you and who's not down for you. You know, you just know. It just hits different. Okay, so I got my liner on. I could not do that on camera. I had to, you know, I had to focus. But yeah, I really enjoy. Let me know, you know, for those of you who, even if you're married, like when your relationship started, you know, did you date in private? You know, even if you're in a relationship now, did you date in private? My phone. And what are your thoughts now with the way society is in regards to like social media? And I'm a firm believer too, misery loves company. Sometimes when people, and men do this too, when people see that you're happy, they want your happiness, right? And it's okay to want someone's happiness, but they want your happiness from the person that's giving you the happiness. And then, you know, you sit back, and sometimes, you know, we gonna break it down to, if the person is weak enough to go to the left and then blame it on, they trying to plot on me. And even for the female, he tried to plot on me. They ain't for you. They ain't for you. We all know what's right and what's wrong. I like this mascara. We all know what's right and what's wrong. And I'm at a point in my life where you gotta be down for me, because if I'm down, you know, if I'm down for you, you're gonna know it for sure. You know what I mean? You're gonna know it. So I'm very happy in my relationship, and I'm happy that I was able to get to a certain point in my life to appreciate what I'm getting. You know what I mean? Because sometimes we get used to the okie doke stuff. You know what I mean? Settling. ladies don't never settle. You know, so. You guys know my espresso. Love it, love it, love it. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna go a little brownie. Let's see. I need some. I want to put this on. This is what is this? Cinnamon roll from, y'all know. I need to put. Let me put this on first. This is Milani's matte satin. Oh my God, you guys know. Oh God, look at this. Oh, lavish. Whew, I couldn't see that. This got like a fruity taste to it. So weird to me. This has like a grayish undertone. I want to go. Well, I might go tomorrow and treat myself. I want to go to Ulta and get the Fenty oh, this is grayish. The Fenty lip oil. I bought the Dior one. I ain't even used it yet. Still sitting in the box. I meant to use my Dior primer. Let me forget. But here's my makeup look, y'all. I hope you guys like it. Nice and simple. You know how I like to do. I'll trim my products up. They probably be all looking the same. But my lip is a little bit different. Normally I go for more of a nuder. This is more of a nude with a gray undertone. Super cute, super nice. Gives me a different look. Looking at my computer screen, looking over here, looking over here. So, ladies, if you stayed to the end, I want to say thank you. I appreciate it. Don't forget to leave me that rose in the comments. Let me know your thoughts about setting realistic goals, creating healthy habits, and also dating in private. You know what I mean? Dating in private. And I'm going to talk about, I don't know yet, but I'm going to talk about some marriage later. So thank you guys, and I appreciate you guys. To see you in the next video. Bye.